Welcome, everybody, to a special noontime here in the United States. We got a lot of international people jumping in, I can see. Hope you're having a wonderful day or night, evening, whenever it happens to be in your world, a part of the world when you happen to be seeing this. My name is Eric Allen. I am the co-founder of this really massive God-sized dream that you're about to witness in the next 20, 30 minutes. We appreciate you taking time just to be literally one of the first in the world to check it out. We just entered a pre-launch, which just means we're just kind of pulling the curtains open, have our grand opening pre-sale sign out. We're getting processes, systems going, but for all intents and purposes, we are off and running. Thousands of people all over the world are catching the vision, and we're just grateful that you've come on with an open mind and an open heart, and we're confident a lot of your lives are going to be changed forever. I can't think of a better person in which to share this information. This guy came into my life because of relationship marketing done the right way. Over time, great messages that are heart-driven tend to attract the people that you want to share life with. And in some cases, those people become some of your dearest brothers, sisters, friends. And this guy, you talk about a servant leader with a heart to serve. I can't think of anybody better. He's been in the industry longer than some of you have been alive. He's forgotten more things than most people know. And as you already saw, if you're on beforehand, he's got some killer dance moves. Been a top leader, been on the corporate side, and him and I do traditional businesses together. He's world-class in everything that he does and touches. So without further ado, to share the gift of Nilo Life with you, my dear friend, 3-star already in our company, which is a big deal, Mr. Scotty Mercker. Take it away, brother.
EA, thanks so much, brother. It's great to be here. Just want to say welcome to everybody who's here today, afternoon, morning, middle of the night, wherever you may be calling in from. Great to have you guys here with us. I'm excited to get an opportunity to present and share with you guys today. I will share this up front. One of the things you're going to find about this presentation, and we're so fortunate, by the way, in your evaluation, we have a lot of different amazing leaders with tremendous backgrounds and track records that you get a chance to have a lot of different voices to see what's going on here. And it's really, the unique thing is that everybody comes to the same conclusion. There's no question about that, but you get different ways of getting there. And so the way I like to share is what I like to hear from myself, because that's all I know. And I like to share so that as a guest, you're saying, you know, I trust this person. I like this person. I love this person, whoever it may be that shared with you. But I would like a little external evaluation that provides more validation. I believe what they're saying, but my gosh, we've seen so many things over time. Things come and go, you know, even if it's the greatest thing in the world, why this one? And what I found in today's business world is you have to have more than just people with great hearts, people that have the financial wherewithal, the experience. That there has to be bigger overriding conditions if you want to find one that has a chance to go from small to big. You know, if you just want to get one that's going to be an also ran, a second run out there, which, by the way, you can do great in, no problem with that. But if you're looking for something that has that true grand slam type of potential, there's got to be bigger external market influences that are going on. So because of my expertise in human psychology and marketing and economics and timing and trends, it's what I like to share. Eric, it says screen sharing will stop.
Stop me, baby. It's all you.
Okay. There we go. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to share just a little information on the front end that is going to set up the main show, which is Nilo Life that you're here to hear about. But I want you to think of something. Call it the dawn of the new era, the dawn of the new era. Now, so what does that mean? Well, what I'm going to share with you is a slide here and a little bit of information about the new era in business, and it's called memberships. How many of y'all have a Costco membership? Amazon Prime membership? Well, 129 million people have the Costco membership. 230 million people have the Amazon Prime membership. Look at the retention, guys. Look at the retention, 91%, 93%. There's a reason why I show these two first, because I do believe in my heart that we at Nilo Life have the ability to be the very first company that uses a relationship-driven model for acquisition of customers and rewarding people financially for those activities, to create the world's first membership club that has 100 million members using that style of compensation plan. And so when you look at this, it's not the only one. They're everywhere. How many of these do you have? Do you happen to have a movie membership? You can get memberships to movie theaters once a month. What about Massage Envy? AAA, who has that in the United States? Memberships are everywhere. And the interesting thing, they all share the same dynamics. When they first come out, a lot of people say no initially, but then they don't want to miss the bandwagon and it starts to grow and everybody around them says yes. So they all start to say yes. And I know you feel the same way as me. All these names up here that we've shared about, if we could go back in time, and we could have invested or even taken an entry-level job. Heck, some of them, I would have been a janitor to start because by today, I'd probably be a president of the division. You know what I mean? Walmart, flirting, testing this. Imagine that, making people pay an annual fee to use the self-checkout. Well, when it comes to home-based business, I'd like to say we're the first, but we're not. The first company truly to come out and say, we're going to be a membership company. Yes, we're going to use a compensation model. Yes, we're going to reward people for referring people, but we're coming out, we're opening the world day one. We're going to be low price day one. Membership is our product. It's 100% our product. And the membership gives you the right, the access, the ability to purchase products in the world of nutrition, which is where they decided to focus very narrow. And guess what? They put over 1 million people that paid in the first year for their membership. And they're putting 2 to 3 million in this year, and they're retaining well over 80%. Now, the best of direct sales is about 15 to 20%. If you can 4x retention, let's face it, it's not about how much you build, it's how much you keep. And so what people want today are value. And that's what we're going to be talking about here. Another one next week is opening up. It'll be the third one. They're doing a monthly membership, open in the entire world, getting with a lot of former professional players and opening a fantasy sports company that's based on a revenue share with a home-based business model. First time in our industry, guys. And if anything was going to set us apart from anybody, nobody has ever done this. We literally are incorporating new artificial intelligent technology, not the kind to be afraid of. This is the good kind. And it's going to be in there that allows you and I, every single person who's a member, to have a voice in the future direction. I mean, imagine if Costco, you had a way to go online and you could say, hey, I'd love to have this product, or I'd love to have that product, or I'd love to see this. And imagine if enough people wanted that, Costco said, oh, hey, more people want this and this, so let's go get this one. Well, that's what we're going to do for every aspect of the company. And when you hear about our leaders in a minute, you'll see why that's so important. And really, that's why I welcome you to the official presentation for Nilo Life, Teach, Travel, and Transform. Nobody else has literally made a commitment that the membership is going to dictate and drive the main functions and features of where we go as a business. And I can tell you, after 34 years in the industry, lack of support and lack of any kind of say or connection to the direction of the company, even though bringing all this revenue, all these leaders and all this people, it's the number one and number two things that people complain about. It's gone here, totally gone. The two biggest things are gone. So we say teach, travel, and transform. And we provide an exclusive lifestyle membership that compounds positive high peak experiences by unifying communities, transforming lives one at a time. I love that statement. What does that really mean? It means we're going to bring people together and provide them through the membership. Membership has its privileges, the opportunity to just, with them and their own families, their friends, or as a community, to literally go experience life in a way that there's not another thing they could do to do that. And the reason we have this is because of our founders, Nick Sorensen, Eric Allen, Larry Lane. The thing that I've always said about people is you can always find things that people say about people that are good, and sometimes you can find things that people say that are not too good. What I look at is if I ever hear anybody say something bad, well, what's the counterbalance? The thing that I know about two of these for sure, because I've known Nick longer and Eric, Larry I've just met, but externally in the short time I've known him, it's proven to be the truth too, is that if you ever hear one bad thing, easily within probably an hour could get you 1,000 or 2,000 more people that would not just say a good thing, they'd say a great thing. So character is everything in life, and your word is everything. And all three of these you can take to the bank. But on top of that, they got business experience, internal and external to the industry, ownership in the field, having built large teams, domestic, international, totally understanding what this is, which is why the wisdom and the brain trust, and more importantly, the heart trust, was that guess what? We're going to co-create from day one. And I can tell you, as one of the earlier leaders, they come to us all the time. Hey, we're thinking about doing this. What's your opinion? This is what we like to do. Do you have any opinions on that? Sometimes they come individually, sometimes as groups, but it's literally daily, constant, nonstop. We have a text that's going all day about little details about the business and things. And then as that AI comes in and you get a chance to decide on the future of the membership you're going to see here, nobody's ever had this before. And now for the very first time, you're going to have that. So what are our core values? Trust, transparency, and transformation. Hey, if you don't have trust, if people can't trust you, they're not going to stick around. Transparency, that's that co-creation. That's putting AI software. I mean, who does that, right? Nobody's done that. I don't know many owners that would like to trust the direction of their company to everybody who's involved in their company, but maybe if they did, we'd have more successful companies. How many times have you been working a job for a company, you had a great concept or idea, but no way to get it to the owner? How many times have you been in a network home-based business opportunity and you're like, man, I wish they would do this, but I can't even talk to them. I have no say. Well, that's why transformation, it's not going to happen. It's happening right now. What you're seeing right now is a first in the entire world. And you know anything about this industry of the ones that have gone from literally inception to great to outstanding to amazing, you're seeing that one right here. Because anytime you have a new swing in an industry and something new that comes out and you bring these resources financially and these resources from the brain trust together, and more importantly, the heart trust that's being brought together. If you didn't see last night, our presentation, I mean, this company is mission focused, guys. And if that's part of your life, you're in the right place. This is our mission statement, talking about mission driven, nurturing excellence, living optimally. You notice the Nilo right there. So you see what we're dedicated to. You see what we're committed to. There's nobody out there that's going to bring what we're going to bring, because we're going to bring what the members want. And I can't hammer that home enough. You ask anybody in the industry, what are the things they haven't liked? It's lack of communication from the company, lack of ability to touch the company, touch the leaders, and not being truthful, not being transparent, always feeling like they're spinning things. This is a no spin zone, guys, because you're at the center. You're part of the plan. You get to be one of the ones that says, this is what we'd like to see. Whether it's a certain product category or a service segment, you're going to have a say in everything critical to this company. So with this membership that you get a say in for the first time, and I mean at a serious level, it's not lip service. You really are going to have a say. So just for opening, just in pre-launch, just as we come through these first few months, as we get the company off the ground, what do we have in the membership to start? Well, first off, life travel, the absolute best prices virtually every single time on anything you want to do traveling pretty much anywhere around the world. I can tell you what, the way this model is built, if you looked at that Costco model, where do they make the money? On the products or the membership? It's on the membership, right? Well, that's what our owners have done for us. They said, we're going to follow that model. Some products we're not going to mark up at all. That's like travel. There's no markup. It's net rate. And then other products will have small markup. We'll talk about that in a minute, but it's going to be something that creates more and more value because of the affordability on everything that we have. And our goal is to be able to beat every single company that we compete with, if possible. Not always possible 100% of the time, but if you win 60 or 70% of the time, that's great. We're going to win in the upper 90 percentile. You can bet on that. Nilo Life Trips, only in the USA. Talk about that in a second. Live streaming. This is a huge one, bigger than most people realize. And really for a reason that's kind of a tough reason, which is even more reason why people need our membership. And then the Nilo Life Shop, going to talk about that in a minute, and Nilo Life Trade, which is for outside the United States. So if you're outside the United States, I would say get with your leaders in the countries that you're in or other countries they're working with, because they're very powerful one as well. So let's break it down. Why is travel front and center? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, it's the largest consumer vertical industry in the world. But number two, when you ask people, hey, if money and time were no object, what would you do? And they always say something travel related. It might be specific travel, or it might be, man, I've always wanted to go to the World Cup. I want to go to the Olympics. I want to walk on the Great Wall of China. I want to ride the Eiffel Tower elevator to the top and look out over Paris at night. You know, everybody has their thing, right? You've got yours. I've got mine. It all points back to travel. The most fun industry to be involved in, and the thing that people want to do more than anything. I talked to a girl yesterday who used to be on my team 10 years ago. We hadn't talked in a while, and she's been a travel agent for the last 3 years. She goes, Scott, she goes, I know I'm pretty new in this, but I'm exploding. I can hardly handle all the referrals that are coming in. She goes, people are traveling like crazy. She goes, don't watch the news. If you watch that, you'll think everybody's hunkered in a bunker. She goes, no. She goes, people are traveling. She goes, it is crazy. She goes, not only in the US, but around the world. You got a lot of countries' populations are aging. They hold most of the discretionary income, and they're tired of sitting down. They want to get out. They want to experience. They want to live. They want to enjoy. They want to create memories with people they love and care about by doing things that they would love to do. There's never been a better time to be in the travel industry right now. And I can tell you what, we'll beat everybody 99% of the time. How do we do it? Because we make it accessible, affordable, and fun. You're going to have your own portal you can get into. You can take a look at all the rates. You can compare. Is this date better than that date? Is this location better than that location? You have the ability to literally sculpt and script whatever kind of vacation you want. And then with our Nilo Life Trips, we'll talk about in a second. Wow, if you want to like meet people, connect, and make life even more rewarding, even richer, even more engaging, if you want to become more of a community person where you get to know different types of people from all around the world, well, Life Trips are definitely made for you. So let's talk about this portal real quick, guys. What do you have in there? Hotels, car rentals, vacation rentals, cruises, activities, all the main things except for airfare. We don't play with that. I don't know if you've ever had to get customer service for airfare when I got a flight that's delayed or you missed. If you have, you'll know why we're not messing with that, right? Better prices, you go right in there. You could just check the examples. Literally, I have not had one person yet. Not gonna say it won't happen because some companies, they'll bundle things together, like if you're getting a flight and different things every now and then. But haven't had one person yet. I've had a lot of people that have gone in some, you know how some of those type A's are. They're checking like every city and every date and every location and 15 different sites. And we're winning. We're winning, certainly 99.9% of the time. Vacation weeks, guys. This is a huge one for families or for groups, people that like to get together. So this is not your normal standard hotel room. This is all the amazing resorts out there that are built around like apartment style condos. So when you go there, you can get a 1 bedroom, a 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, and people can stay together. Families can stay together. A lot of times people do family reunions and they'll go and they'll get 4 or 5 of these where everybody can stay together, or a group of friends. You know, why get 4 separate hotel rooms when you can just literally have one condo that you can all stay in? And they're anywhere from 2, 3, 4 up to 5-star. But here's an example down one in Florida. And look at that difference in price. You know, I mean, that difference right there alone would cover 1 year of your membership easily. So this is just one. What a lot of people say with these prices, now we can take an extra vacation each year as well. And then if you like to travel like a rock star, travel like a celebrity, travel like a really wealthy person, where you get picked up at the airport, you don't have to buy an Uber or a cab and pay $50 to $100. You get taken to the place, and when you get there, you go to the short line over there with a special host or hostess. You know, you're not in the big line waiting forever. And you get there and get in and you get a nice cocktail. You have a cocktail reception in the evening to kind of get together with everybody. The price to begin with on your rooms for the week or so, I mean, it's ridiculously low. I mean, you would never get that on your own anywhere. And then there's activities that are thrown in. Like in some examples, you might get free jet skis, and other ones you might be taken out to like a cultural center, like the Polynesian Cultural Center in Hawaii. You get all these things thrown in that are 50 or 75 or 100, a couple $100. You get all these extra excursions thrown in. And then a pillow gift. That's always nice to walk in your room, have a little gift on the pillow. You know, it's not always the biggest things. Many times the smallest things give you the biggest feelings, right? And a lot more surprises. I mean, this literally is a way to live life and travel the world in a style that very few people can, to be honest. So life trip for everyone. Do you want adventure ones? As we expand, remember that artificial intelligence, you're going to get a chance to say, I really want more adventure trips, or we want more family trips. You know what? Hey, I'm single. I'm not, but I'm single. And I would like to have a single trip only. What about make a difference trip? Do you like missions? Do you like doing things like that? Maybe you want to go on a mission trip. What about cruises? You know, do you want to go on a cruise, inspirational trips? You and I, all the members, we get a chance to decide. We get a chance to decide. And our first life trip is coming up soon. This will be coming up probably within the next month or two to register. It's going to be down in the Riviera Maya. It's going to be one you don't want to miss if you can make it. And you see all the things that are included. Just like I said, if you were to add up all these extras, first off, the price you're going to get to begin with, you won't beat it anywhere. It will literally beat prices of other people who plan vacations for corporations. It's going to be that good. And then on top of that, when you look at everything thrown in, if you're to price that, you're literally going to be traveling at about 40%, 30%, maybe 50% of what you could if you tried to do all of that on your own. But the best part is you're going to meet people, whether it's a few hundred, a few thousand. Some of these in the past, not with our company, but people that did things similar to this, I heard they had like 5,000 and 6,000 people from all around the world on those, and you get to meet all these amazing people. So where do you want to go? What is your bucket list? This is your chance. This is your opportunity. If you're ever going to do it, this is your chance to do it as inexpensively as possible. So now you have a chance. You know about the membership. So let's talk about live streaming real quick. So you could see some of these categories here, and there'll be more in the future. Here's what I'm going to share with you. Again, here's that external support. If you just Google, and this is not to scare anybody, it's more to be aware. If you just Google top 10, 15, 20 professions at highest risk for losing all the jobs to artificial intelligence, not in the next 2 decades, not in the next 10 years, in the next 3 to 5 years, about 2030 or so. Take a look at that, and you'll be blown away when you see some of the categories, because I had no idea they had artificial intelligence for those areas. But make no mistake about it, tens of millions of people, tens of millions, hundreds of millions worldwide are going to be displaced, and they're going to need to do something. And the number one thing that's going to help them in a competitive workplace where they have to try to go do something perhaps different than what they've done It's some of these topics that you see right here. We're going to bring the best in the world that we have access to bring these together. Every month, we'll stream a live one or a recorded one, but there'll be a new one every month. There'll be more added. It's built into a library, kind of like Mind Valley, where over time, this ever-growing library is going to have more and more value, more education, more inspiration, more empowerment in more areas to be able to get what it is you want. Perhaps you want to learn more about, mastering the mind and thinking and retaining memory and things like that. So perhaps we go do a deal with Jim Quick. Maybe you want to learn more about yoga. So we get one of the top yoga instructors. There's no limit to what we can do, but here's the beautiful thing. This is where we start. You and I, as members, remember with that technology, the co-creation, we get to have a say. It might be a total different category. Twice as many people say, hey, we want this other category. Guess what the owners have committed to do? Great. That's what you want. We're going to go get it. I can't say enough about that, guys. Here's another area right here. I told you earlier about the one that was the dawn of the new era, the first one, and what they were doing with very, very high quality, low cost products. Hey, if you can't beat them, what do they say? Join them. We source literally the very top 10 most purchased wellness products as our first vertical in our specialty wholesale shop. And we're going to start with those in the next few weeks, and that's where it'll start. And they're going to be super, super high quality at very, very low price. The key is value. In their category, they will absolutely be the best quality at the lowest price that you can find. So that's a start. But as we go forward, what do you want? What do I want? What does the membership want? It's not like you got a few owners that are going to say, okay, we think we need a pet hemp oil product. Let's go do it. Well, what if very few people want that? So why not use the power of the network? And that's what they can do here by allowing us to interact on a constant basis. And we'll be able to see, hey, this is what more and more people want. That's trending. Guess what? That's what the company is going to get for us. And this is just the start. This is a vertical. We can add more and more verticals. Do you want personal care? Do you want skin care? What do you want? Do you want home care? What do you want? What do I want? Remember, it's not a company dictating to us. It's a company co-creating with us. I know I say that over and over, but between the co-creation and the commitment to the artificial intelligence technology to allow that to happen and the support that they provide, it is second to none. Second to none. Here's the trading piece, guys. And I'm just going to say this because it is a little more technical, but just know it's for people outside of the United States. You can kind of come back and review this a little bit later or get with the person that invited you if you live outside of the United States to get in more depth. That's going to be turned on probably within the next 2 or 3 months. I don't know exactly, but I don't think it's too far away, but it'll be coming pretty soon. And it's the most powerful program that can be found anywhere. So once again, relationships make a difference. And you can see some of the numbers. Of course, that is no indicator of anything in the future. And obviously when you're investing, you invest with risks, but part of that transformation in life is helping people to make money and take a part of that money, be smart about it, and then have the ability to see that grow as well. So Nilo Life membership, there you go. It includes all of this to start, and there's a lot more to come because it's what you and I want, and it's $59 a month. No contracts, no commitments. Heck, one room, one hotel room, just one hotel room could save you that $59. Just one of those vacation weeks could save you the entire amount. And when these products start coming out, just look what you're saving. $5 here, 10 there, 20 there, 30 there. It adds up very quickly. I believe within 1 year with all the products we have in the travel that we'll see people save 3 to 5 times that much each and every month just by buying some of the basic things and using the travel portal that we have. So on top of that, as you now start to see, you're like, wow, this makes sense. I like this. Travel is the biggest industry in the world. You're beating prices 99% of the time. You're going to create the biggest and best educational library that's ever been put together to help people when there's a massive wave of need that's coming very quickly with all the AI jobs being displaced. And a marketplace. Brilliant, isn't it? I mean, we didn't create the idea, but it's brilliant to bring the best quality products at the lowest prices because the company's making the money on the membership, not on the products. Now they'll make a little bit, but it's not driving the company. I mean, Costco is 72% membership, 28% products. So you kind of see the model there. But what are other MLMs? Well, 8 to 10 time markup on product, and product is where they make the money. And product is where the people make the money that are in the team in the field. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is if you don't keep people using the products and they're already high priced anyways, how are you going to keep maintaining revenue? It's not an easy thing to do for a company. So what we're doing to make sure we do that is continue to add value to the membership, so much so that you'll want to refer it with everybody, not just 3. But if you have just 3, when your membership comes up to be charged, the computer will look and it'll say, does she or does he have 3 active members they referred? And if you do, you don't get charged for that month. You get the membership for free, but you don't get charged. So we've got a referral program. And I believe, company hasn't said this, it's not theirs, but I believe within probably 12 months as we get up and running, certainly about 24 months, I think we'll have minimum 10 to 20 referrals for each person who is referring somebody. So it's pretty powerful. So that's for somebody who wants to be a customer. Now, obviously, many of you either were invited on directly for that, or you say, man, I love where this membership is going, to have access to all these different verticals and literally for costs less than maybe what I'd save on one hotel room one night. Yeah, it makes sense. I can see it. And this is the beginning. I know I want to be in early. So for those of you that are starting to get a little feel for that, well, guess what? We are using a home-based business referral compensation plan. We're paying people to get members for us. You know what? It's no different than advertising, right? Companies advertise on TV. They're paying advertising to get members. If they're paying, look at Capital One. What are they doing? They've got Jennifer Garner on there. They're paying her to get you to get a product. So why shouldn't we be able to get paid to get something like this? We should. And people are doing it more and more because of the condition financially of everybody in the world. Home-based business is exploding, but nothing has changed until the new era and what we're doing right here. So you could become literally a Neolife affiliate. You're going to earn commissions by enrolling other Nelo lifestyle memberships. Notice I didn't say by enrolling affiliates, enrolling memberships. Everything is about customers. We've got exclusive training and development. All I say is ask the person that shared this with you, say, let me see the schedule for the week. Show me any company out there that's doing that kind of schedule with inclusion, probably 30, 40% of the time, with the ownership of the company. They don't just say, go get them, leaders. We're going to sit back in the ivory tower. They've rolled up the sleeves. They are here with us each and every day. The websites and tools you have access to, they're great now, and they're going to get even better. Had a lot of people say, wow, I've been in a company 3 years, 4 years. Someone said 7 years, and we don't have things as good as you guys when you turn to open up on pre-launch. Of course, there's weekly and monthly commissions and all kinds of promotions and incentives are going to be coming. It literally is $40 a year to be an affiliate, to be able to share this and earn money by sharing it. The first year, one thing we do ask, because we are really, really mission driven. I know a lot of people say it because it sounds good to say it. Our owner said, you know what? We don't want to be one of the ones that just says it. We want to show it from the beginning. Anybody that becomes an affiliate their first year, when they go to pay that $40, we just ask them to pay the $20 to us, plus their first month membership of $59. That's a total of $79. And we ask them to donate $20 to any charity of their choice, whatever their favorite charity is, donate it to them, and then just provide us a receipt showing that you're doing it. So once again, it's easy to talk the words. It's easy to say it. You can get on a Zoom and look really good. And wow, aren't they great people? The rubber meets the road right here. Have you ever seen anyone do this? Never heard of it myself. Can't say it hasn't been done. But I love when people back up with action and tangible action that you can see that matches what they're saying to you, right? That's where trust comes in, by hearing the truth and then following up with action on the truth. So here's what you have access to for literally $40 for the year, guys. Capitalize on the largest industries in the world. We have some of these right now. We'll have some more very, very soon. Travel being the main one on the consumer side, 8.3 trillion. That's going to be well around 15 to 16 trillion by the time we hit 3030. So it's growing fast. And of course, on the trading outside of the United States, I mean, you can't even get near that. That's almost ridiculous, hard to fathom. But you look at all those industries combined, and when we come in with products as good or better at a lower price, who do you think is going to win? That's a simple answer. So here's 6 different ways to get paid. I'm going to break them down really quickly for you. Number 1 is customer loyalty and having a customer loyalty program. A lot of companies talk about it, but how many people put it first? We put it first. So literally, this is just on customers. So your personal customers, and then if you have an affiliate who has customers, that's level 1. That's their personal customers. They have an affiliate. They're on your level 2. And 25, 15, 10, 5, 5. This right here is going to reward people for maintaining customers. And guess how you maintain customers? You have value in the membership, which is what the company's committed to, and we get to have a say in. Now, for a starter bonus, when you get started, if you share this with me, like says Bob there, and I enroll $40, get the membership, 59, total of 79, you just made $25. You made $25. So enroll Bob, enroll me, enroll a few more people. You go enroll 5 people, you just made $125. Not for them becoming an affiliate, for them becoming an affiliate and doing what? Purchasing our product. What is our product? Our product is the lifestyle membership. So keep that in mind. That's very important. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to do what we call getting unified. And that means helping people get off to a great start. We want to help everybody that we bring in the business to start as quick as they can, get their first 2, and then continue to go on and duplicate that. But it's not just about getting a couple yourself. It's about helping them get a couple who get a couple who get a couple. So what the company did, they said, hey, if you'll take your new people under your wing and do everything you can to help them get off to a really nice start, you help them get in, you make the 25 on the purchase of the membership. And then when they get 2 who get 2 within 30 days, we're going to give you another 75 for a total of 100. So remember, you enrolled Bob, you enrolled me, you enrolled your other three, help us get unified in 30 days. You just made $500 in your first month. By the way, what did you pay to get started? 79. I think that's a profitable month in the very first month. How nice is that? Now, this is part of the heart and soul of what drives this. There's many different ways you can compensate, but there is no other way that is better at creating a unified community build than a 2x16 unified community build matrix. That's what we have right here. So let's say you get started, you share it with some people. They say, yeah, I'd love to be an affiliate. Everybody I know is going to want this, whether it's today or next year or 2 years. But I know if I get them now, it's going to be better than waiting 2 years. So I want to get started now. It's only 79 to start. Let me do it. You got a second one. Now, let's say that your second one gets one right there. So they go right there because everybody just has 2 spots on their first line, 4 spots on the next one. But let's say that you now enroll another person. Guess what? They have to go somewhere. You're limited to 2 on the front line, right? So everything's from you down. So now as you start to enroll people and you're helping them enroll, it's going to build this community build. But because you got a third person, guess where they went? They went right there. Now, let's say your other person got one. They got another one. Let's say you get another one. Oh, there's your fourth person. Well, it went down on your third level. That's helping the person on level 4 and 2 in between you. So everybody benefits by everybody's build because you and I both know some people build a little bigger, some people a little slower, some people a little faster, some people not as big. And this is kind of a leveling out where it allows everybody to kind of work together. It's the best that exists. There's not a second one that even compares to this. Nothing even comes close to it. And then as you continue to build, what you see happens, boom, continues to grow up. And then literally all the way down through the 16 line right there. When you have that filled, you're making enough out of that because it's anywhere from $1 to $1.59 a month, dollar when you first start. That literally at that level, because we put 5% on level on the 16 line, that gives you enough that just filling that right there, you now are breaking even just on that one part of the compensation plan. Don't forget the money that's coming in on the customer bonuses and other areas as well, but just on this one piece right there, you get it. And then 5-level check match, and literally have made it super easy. I mean, becoming a 2-star is incredibly easy, and the company's very generous because they said, we're not going to make you have to be the biggest grand poobah in the world to start capturing multiple levels of depth of check match. This is on that unified plan that I just talked to you about, the 216. Every time somebody gets paid that you personally enrolled, they're on your first generation, you get 20% of their check from the unified community build. And then anybody they've enrolled as affiliate, you get 10% on theirs and 10 and 10 and 10. If you look at that, they've also balanced it out where a lot of companies loaded on the first generation. By the time you get down to 4th or 5th, there's next to nothing there. So for leaders, there's not a whole lot at that end. They really balance this out really well. And the thing I love the best is when you look at 1 and 2 star, affiliate 1 and 2 star, anybody could be there. Anybody could be there in their first month, many times in their first week, some even in their first day. And here's that check match, some examples. You get a few that get a few that get a few over time. And as their checks start to creep up there, and there'll be a lot that are a whole lot more than that. We have people that their very first check coming up here, it's not going to be 3 figures, it's going to be 4 figures and maybe even approaching 5. That's how fast this is growing. So you're going to see that if you go do what you need to do, which is to use your membership and then share your membership and of course, teach and help your new members to use and share the membership, you'll see that it grows because what we're doing is co-creating a global community. And I promise you this, people are tired of everything that's been going on. If you literally get somebody sit down and talk to you honestly about home-based business, they're going to tell you the same thing. Once they get past the facade of how they have to be so great about what's going on with their company, which some are, and rightfully so. I never want to tear down our industry. It's an amazing industry, but it's tired. It's stale. It hasn't had really anything new until Live Good just a year and a half ago. And now we come on in a much bigger sandbox, so to speak, and a chance to play. So finalize, guys, to wrap this up. A lot of people say as owners, well, we're going to be the owners for the people, by the people, and of the people. And then you never see anything. Our owners, before we even open, put together a co-creation agreement of their commitments to us. Look at all these things they're doing for us and with us. I mean, my gosh, to be a top priority through authentic transparency, to share in the revenue to be paid on time, every time, participate in fun incentives. They're going to come with us. They're going to travel with us to work with you to uplift your local communities. We got a lot planned for that. We're just coming out of the gates, guys. Real peace of mind with a partner, with a corporate team, our eyes, voice, ears in the field, reasonable notice of any major decisions. How isn't that opposite? Other companies come and tell you after something's happened and they've had to make a decision. They come to let you know what happened, what decision they made, and you better get in line and you better follow like a good soldier, You see what's going on here, guys, the adherence to trust, transparency, transformation. And on top of that, kind of an agreement with the affiliates and the members right back to the owners all together, all as one, because all the owners are also members as well. So you see this right here: respect for others, value overflowing. Hey, spillover is a gift. It's not entitlement. Ethical recruiting. Don't talk bad about other companies. Don't do things to harm other companies. There's enough. It's an abundant mentality out there. Respect for autonomy. Don't ever pressure somebody into this. Authenticity. That's what we have. Everything that we share right here, whether you hear from me or somebody else, if you have any question about anything that's shared, just Google it and you'll find out every single time it will be validated. Abundance mindset. Hey, you either think big or you don't, and collaborative spirit. You could talk about it all day long, but once again, the co-creation is where we see it. So here's what it takes, guys. If you like what you see here, you can't just be a member today. Those are going to turn on within about the next probably 30 to 60 days. We're just kind of getting the foundation put in place. But today, become an affiliate. You can do that for $79. And then you will make a $20 donation and put that in the back office. $79 gets you started. That includes the $20 for the affiliate for your first year and $59 for the membership. That gets you put into the community build, and we start helping you get unified as quick as we possibly can. So my recommendation is just get back with the person that shared this with you. Come play with us. Come co-create a better world together. Let's go travel the world. Where do you want to go? Let's go there. Put your vote in for that, and perhaps we'll all be there together. So we like to say, let's go, Nilo. Just want to say thank you so much for being here today, because you know what? It is time to live the life you deserve. Most people are not doing that. There's a few, and if you are, congratulations. You're less than 1% but for most, they're not. But you know what? With the membership in Nilo, and potentially as an affiliate sharing with others the membership, there is absolutely no question that you can live the type of life you want. And we're going to do it together if you like being around other people too. So anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap that up right here. I think somebody else is coming on just to make sure.
Beautifully done, Scotty. Lots of great feedback. Really wonderful. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone.